Today in this video I'm going to share with you how I use vitamin C tablets to treat dry cough. So here with me is vitamin C tablets. This is what it looks like. The brand I'm currently using is Vit. This is made by Emzo Pharmaceuticals. So this is the one, and here is the tablets. Let me bring it out so you can better see. So this is the tablet. Let me share a bit of backstory of how I started having dry cough. So last year, around March or April, I can't remember the exact time, I noticed that I was having catarrh. So my nose was completely blocked. I was running so badly. I had to visit the pharmacy and I told them that look, oh, I'm having catarrh, and this catarrh is literally distorting my entire life. You know, when you are having catarrh, you will not be able to breathe well, you are not able to talk well, in fact your breathing is literally going to happen through your mouth. So that was how I was struggling. I had to explain to them that this catarrh is affecting my life in so many ways. Please give me something that would stop it instantly. And as I was having that catarrh, I also noticed that I was also having cough, but it wasn't dry cough in that sense. It was more like a wet cough. So when I told them, they gave me some cough syrup, and they also gave me some medication tablets that I should take alongside the cough syrup. So they gave me erythromycin. I think that's the name, if I can remember. So they gave me those two medication. They gave me a cough syrup and they also gave me erythromycin. So they said I should take the two. That is going to help stop the catarrh and also the cough. I took them. After I finished the dosage, I noticed that the catarrh has stopped, but the dry cough was still there. So I had to go back to the pharmacy. And then I told the pharmacy man that, oh, this is what is going on. I noticed that the catarrh has stopped, but the dry cough is still there. So he said, yeah, I'm supposed to take a second dosage just to complement the first one and then help subdue the cough. I took it. I bought the drugs that he recommended, the medication rather that he recommended, and I went home to take that dosage. So when I got home, I started taking it, and after I finished that dosage, I also noticed that the dry cough was still there. I was confused because I was expecting the cough to go by the time I would finish that dosage, but it didn't go. So I had to go back to the man, and then he recommended that I visit the hospital. He asked me to go to the hospital, speak to a doctor, and see if there's anything they can do for me. So I went to the hospital, and the doctor recommended, after their pre-diagnosis. So when you go to hospitals, most times what they do is they first of all allow you to speak to a doctor. The doctor sort of queries you, asks you questions. How did this start? Have you experienced it in the past? What's the current situation? How do you feel? Aside that, do you have any other conditions? So I went to the hospital, and then I narrated my experience to the doctor. And after the whole conversation, he arrived at the conclusion that it's just a dry cough, and I need to take another dosage of another brand of medication. So he recommended a different brand that was different from the one the pharmacy man gave me, and I went home. After that dosage, I noticed that the dry cough was still there. So I gave up. I just told myself that I wasn't going to go back to the hospital, because what's the essence? If you are going to the hospital, you would know that you are going to spend a lot of money just to even see the doctor. And I didn't have that kind of amount of money on me to be going back and forth through in and out of the hospital like that. So I told myself that it's time to try home remedies. I came on YouTube, looked for cough home remedies, dry cough home remedies, and I saw some things like mix honey with lemon juice, or put onions in honey, soak it for some days, or add garlic to, all those kind of mixes. Abi, what will I even call it? All those kind of combinations. And I said, okay, let me try one of them. I did the first one, which is honey and lemon juice. I tell you, it did not work, and I did it for over 7 days. I'm the type of person that I would give time to whatever thing I'm doing just to make sure that I'm giving it enough time to work. Yeah. But after I did the honey and the lemon juice thing, it didn't work. I had to try the garlic and honey. I had to soak garlic in honey. It also did not work. Then I tried onion in honey. It also did not work. That was when I knew that I had to find another means. So I started researching. And then one day I bumped on a video on TikTok where someone mentioned that they usually take white vitamin C tablets to help build their immune system. And since they started taking it, they've noticed that their entire health has improved. They are not having cold, they are not having catarrh, they are not having all of those little issues here and there, even headache. So I thought to myself, why not give it a shot? I went to the market and I bought this white vitamin C tablet. This very one is the fourth container, the fourth cup I'm buying of this brand. So I've been buying it. I usually buy it for 900 naira or 1000. It all depends. If I'm buying from the street, I would get this for 1 2. But if I'm buying it from the market, I would get it at the price of 900 most of the times. So I had to buy this, and then I started taking it. So when I started, I first of all checked the internet to know the recommended daily intake, and the recommended daily intake is 1000 mg for all adults, 1000 mg per day for all adults. And this very one here, each tablet here is just 100 mg. So when I started, I decided to start with the lower dosage. I was doing 4 tablets per day, and for the first 4 weeks I noticed that the cough disappeared. In fact, I stopped coughing as often as I used to cough. When I'm having this cough, it would be very consistent, like very frequent. I would have cough, I would cough for more than 10 times or even 20 times in a day. It was a lot. It was so much for me. It was really hampering my life. But when I started taking the white vitamin C tablets, I noticed that the cough drastically reduced. I was not having it as more frequent as I used to have it. And again, I was not having sore throat. My throat was not painful or scratchy rather. I noticed that everything got better as I started taking this. And I've been taking these white vitamin C tablets for close to 7 8 months now. I do not intend to stop because since I started taking this, I've not had cold, I've not had catarrh, and the dry cough has gone. Although once in a while there are certain things that I'm exposed to that always trigger this cough. I've noticed that if I'm exposed to fan, or if I'm exposed to anything that is hot like pepper or perfume or anything that is hot, I notice that I begin to get that cough, that dry cough. So they are more like a trigger. But since I started taking this white vitamin C, I've not experienced severe dry cough as I used to in the past, and I'm really grateful about that. So let me talk a bit about the benefits of white vitamin C tablets. The thing that white vitamin C tablets does for your system is that it builds your immune system. It's going to help boost your immune system in such a way that if you're having inflammation in your system, it's going to reduce that level of inflammation, whether chronic or minor. Another thing is that it's going to support healing. So if you are going through any form of sickness or any form of illness, once you start taking vitamin C, because it's boosting your immune system, it's going to fast track your healing. That's another good thing about vitamin. So it's an all-rounder. It's an all-rounder. And I feel like everyone should take this daily, not just when you fall sick. Because if you're taking this daily, it's going to prevent you being exposed to a lot of sicknesses. Also, for kids who are having cough, you can also give them this. I think they have their own daily recommended intake, the recommended daily intake rather. So you can just check it up on Google, or you can ask around, speak to any medical personnel around you, and they'll be able to tell you how many of these they can take per day. So if you are starting now, start with the lower dosage, say 4 tablets a day, which is 400 mg, or you can take it up to 700 mg, which is about 7 tablets per day. So for kids, you can start with 2 tablets per day or 3 tablets max. You can get to 5. I think 500 mg is still a good place for kids to start. So that is everything about white vitamin C and how it helps alleviate dry cough that I was experiencing for the longest time, say over 1 year. Please, we've come to the end of this video. If you found this video very helpful, I'm pleading that you give it a like so the algorithm is able to recommend it to other people, and also give me a subscription. This is the only way to support my channel and support the effort I put into making these videos. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Please, if you have a question, do it to also drop it in the comment section, or you have a different thing that worked for you, also share it in the comment section so people can learn from you. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.